What's going on, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. Cheers, by the way. I appreciate you all for tuning in to yet again another Sofi update, which we're going to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm doing with the stock, and we'll go over some other names, maybe the indexes later in the video. But first, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join my free email stock newsletter, and check out my Patreon if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing in real time in my portfolio. All the links are right down below. And now, cheers again. Let's dive into it. So Sofi is currently trading at $18.46 as of this video, up 1.9%. And keep in mind, tomorrow's July 4th. Happy July 4th, guys. And today's obviously the 3rd. Tomorrow the market's closed, and today stocks, the market closes at 1 o'clock, which is East Coast time, by the way, which is in about an hour from right now. So pretty short week for stocks, and it was a good week for that matter, right, guys? I mean, look, the indexes right now are up across the board. Sofi is up around 1.8% as of this video. So we're doing good. Pretty good holiday week. Usually, these are slower times in the market. Maybe not much movement, but it's been quite the opposite for stocks this week, especially for Sofi, which you guys know, man, hit almost $19. I think that was on Monday. Yeah, we hit $18.90. Saw a bit of a drawdown on Tuesday, Wednesday, right? We hit $17.30, $40 on Tuesday. Same price yesterday, Wednesday. So we did hit a bit of or put in a double bottom. Yesterday and Wednesday, or what's today? Thursday. So yeah, Tuesday. Losing track of the days here, guys. But we did put a double bottom in. Now we're popping again, but we're not really taking out the highs yet from earlier this week yet, which might happen. I don't know about today, considering we have an hour left of trading as I'm making this video. But at some point next week, maybe we retest the high 18s, $19 level, which again is the high from earlier this week. That could be where we end up going. So that's how we're looking in the very, very short term on Sofi, guys. And the more you pull the layers back, the more you realize how much of a run this stock has been on, right? And this pullback that we got as of now is simply a little pullback. In fact, we're riding these moving averages. We're holding them on the 30-minute chart, which is good. We're above the 50 and the 180 SMAs, and we're putting in higher lows all while maintaining this trend. That's a good sign. And on the 1-hour chart, you guys are noticing the same thing, right? We're above the 50, the 180 SMAs, maintaining this trend. And on the 4-hour chart, same thing. You guys can see just how much the stock's gone up. We're now popping to the mid-18s, right? Well above the 50, the 180 SMAs. And at this point, man, it kind of looks like buyers are coming in at about 17.30, which was the high from back here, back in, looks like the middle of December we hit that point. That was resistance. Also, when was that? The end of February, we hit about 17.20.30. So it kind of looks like buyers are coming in there. In fact, we saw the double bottom Tuesday, Wednesday. But the reality is, man, we are still very overbought. I know I don't want to rain on your parade. I'm obviously long Sofi. I believe in the company, the stock. I own it, but I still think it's a little frothy. Not even frothy in terms of valuation, but looking at the chart, it's just overbought. It's just a little overbought. And that's why I'm still in my puts. You guys might be like, Stas, you're nuts. Get out of those puts. What are you doing? But I still think we need to see a pullback. And I'm still sticking to the fact, or not the fact, but my feeling here that we will get a pullback. We will get a pullback before earnings, which they're coming up on the 29th of July. So we still have some time, obviously a couple weeks. But I just don't see this thing running like no other. I mean, it already has, but I just don't see it running even more before earnings. Sure, it could go up a little more. I mean, never say never, but I just think it's going to fizzle down a bit. I think that'd be healthy, and that's why I'm still holding on to the puts. And, I would have got out of them if I thought that I was wrong, I would have been out of those puts. And this is just a short-term trade. I'm not holding these puts for a year or anything. I mean, they expire in September, guys. I bought the $17 puts that expire in September, on the 19th of September. So it's a short-term trade. I'm obviously not bearish SoFi long-term. I just think in the short term, it needs to come down a bit, and I think it will. Maybe even next week it might come down a bit. But overall, guys, this is where we're at. SoFi is up over 100% now officially, 130% now off the lows, which is insane. And, I'm just telling you, man, I've been tracking the stock for a year and a half. I kind of have a good sense of how it moves. I just think it's going to pull back. That's just my opinion. It might hold here a little bit, maybe another day or two, but I see a bigger pullback coming to $15, $16. I just see it. And you can see here, each time we've gotten big pumps in the past, even throughout this breakout since April, we've gotten pull downs, decent drawdowns when it's gotten hot. So we hit what? $14.50 back in the end of April. It pulled down to about $12 after that. Then we saw another pop to about $14.70. It pulled down to $12.50. So I just think it's going to come down a couple bucks. I could be wrong though. Trade at your own risk. And for the viewers out there, I'm only in with about 1% of my portfolio, if that, in these puts, right? I'm not going crazy on these puts. It's not a make it or break it trade for me by any means. I'm just trying to make some short-term money here, right? I just think it's a little overbought, and I still own a bunch of SoFi, compared to the puts. The puts are just a small hedge. I'm in Nike puts as well. Those are not looking too hot. The SoFi ones, I'm pretty much at break even right now. But the Nike puts, I'm down like 20% on these. Of course, once I bought puts on Nike after earnings, we got news that, the U.S. made a deal with Vietnam. It's like, oh, come on. And of course, Nike is manufacturing some things in Vietnam right now. So it's like, dang it. It's that shot the stock up yesterday. But I'm still holding on to those puts as well. We'll see how those go. Those expire in December, actually. So a lot more time, than the SoFi puts. So I'm going to hold on to Nike puts for sure. I mean, even with this Vietnam deal, even with the decent earnings, I just don't see this holding on Nike. I just don't. So I'm going to hold on to those puts, maybe even double down on them. I mentioned that, I think, in my video yesterday. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Quick update there on SoFi. Little side tangent there on Nike. That's what I'm doing, guys. And who knows? This could go to $25 next week, and we see a rip your face off type rally, and then maybe I'm toast on those puts. But that's what I'm doing. I'm holding on. I'm keeping it real, transparent with you guys. That's what we're doing. And if you want to see my updates, shameless plug, if you want to get my portfolio updates every week, we do updates every week. It's on Patreon, linked down below. It's $10 a month, not that crazy, right? And you get insight on how I'm building my portfolio with thousands of dollars a month, and we are annihilating the market, guys. We are crushing the S&P since this portfolio started, and year to date, over the last year, pretty much all time frames, we're beating the market, and that's not guaranteed to continue, by the way, but as of now, man, we're crushing it. And if you guys want to see, again, shameless plug, how I'm building this portfolio, it is on Patreon down below. Check out the email stock newsletter as well. That's free. All the links are down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.